high in saturated fat and low in dietary fiber is also having a major impact on people's digestive health. One of the great products we do is the Easy Colon Cleanser. This contains a blend of nutrients, fiber blend like flax seeds, linseed seeds, probiotics, omega-3, 6, 9. Parasite cleansing herbs like black walnut, wormwood. Detoxifying herbs like milk thistle, dandelion, burdock root. And soothing blend like aloe vera, peppermint, marshmallow root. All I'm sure will help people with issues such as constipation, getting bloated, and gas. You can order this product from the Health Food Center here at 10 Warren Street by coming to the store. Or you can order by telephone with any credit or debit card, or via the website www.ukhealthfoodcenter.co.uk.
My name is Jennifer Musisi. I work in Kampala Capital City Authority. You're watching Uganda Vision
on Ben TV on Sky 182. Make sure you stay tuned.
Johnny Gita money pay wa twero, wanuta money wanutero. Johnny Gita money pay wa bi oya, wanuta money wanutero. Johnny Gita money pay wa twero, wanuta money wanutero. Johnny Gita money pay wa bi oya, wanuta money wanutero. Johnny Gita money pay wa twero, wanuta money wanutero. Johnny Gita money pay wa bi oya, wanuta money wanutero. Actually we come and reap. Actually come a mare. Africa way, come a love war. Africa way, Johnny. Africa come a mare. Wacheruka ripe, matupupa. Bana wangea mingi, kazi kidogo, sasa tuyende wapi? Cheza muziki dunia mbaya, rafiki gwa sitachoka. Show me the way, I show you the way, actually mina kupenda. Ana winyo ni loko we. Actually come a mare. Africa way, come a love war. Africa way, Johnny. Africa come a mare. Uwa duni hunu degi, mandong ni umiru. Style miel mauneno wa mielu. Lukuyu bedongi mielu. Style look mauneno wa rugu mami. Lukiti bedongi rugu. Lurok ni pewa tweru. Lunyehu ni pewa bi o. Lurok ni pewa tweru. Johnny Gita money pay wa twero, wanuta money wanutero. Johnny Gita money pay wa bi oya, wanuta money wanutero.
Africa we Johnny, Africa come mamare. Go on there. Yalla we chama wola.
Sound the team. Come Ross there. Young bad. Big up.
Hello viewers, welcome to Uganda Vision UK. I'm Charlot, your presenter for this watch hour. And as usual, Uganda Vision is a program that brings you both entertainment and educational programs. So recently we had the opportunity to get a recording all the way from Uganda regarding corruption. So we've got a speech from Professor PLO LUMUMBA, who is an anti-crusader regarding corruption. He actually held a seminar in Serena, right in Uganda. So watch this, learn from it, and let's correct a few mistakes that are actually happening in our country. So enjoy, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Thank you.
Let me start by thanking the organizers of this occasion. I've sat for a few minutes and I've been thoroughly moved. I've used the occasion to send a number of messages to my colleagues in Kenya that a powerful thing is going on in Uganda, and that in the fullness of time we Kenyans, and I hope East Africans, must embrace what is happening in Uganda. Corruption is something that we talk about. It is something that we complain about. It is something whose negative impact we recognize. It is something that even the corrupt acknowledge is a bad thing. But the irony and the tragedy at once is that those who engage in corruption love it. The tragedy at once is that those of us who do not engage in it directly accommodate it. Our levels of tolerance for corruption in Africa is amazing. A long time ago, a great Greek philosopher said that it is in the nature of man to hang the small thieves and to elect the great ones into public office. We do that in Uganda, we do that in Kenya, we do that in Tanzania, we do that in Africa. And that is why Africa remains the poorest continent on earth. I was this morning rereading a book which I commend to you, book written by a young Zambian economist called Dambisa Moyo, the book called Dead End. And in the introduction in that book, there is a note which was found in the bodies of two young Guineans who died while trying to run away from Africa. Today, many young Africans are running away. Not so long ago, about 4 weeks to be exact, 300 young Africans drowned in the Mediterranean Sea in Lampedusa because they were running away from Africa. Not so long ago, about 3 weeks to be exact, another group of young Africans drowned next to the island of Malta because they were running away from Africa. When you look at Africa today, whether you are looking at Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Nigeria, or indeed any country in Africa, our richest men and women are the men and women who occupy public office. We live in a continent where we celebrate thieves and vilify good men and women. That is the tragedy of Africa. While every other continent in the recent past has moved in the right direction Africa still remains, in the words of Tony Blair, as the scar in the conscience of humanity. We live in a continent today where, as the young man has said, our young women upon attaining puberty cannot afford sanitary pads, but our public servants have iPads which they do not know how to use. We live in a continent today where our leaders who preside over our health sectors have no faith in the health sector. When they are sick and their families are sick, they run away to seek treatment in Germany, in France, in the United Kingdom, in South Africa and India. Even our health ministers don't have faith in our health departments. We live in a country and countries today where the political leadership have no faith in the education sector. They bring unto us what they call free primary education or universal primary education, but they can never dare take their children to those schools. We live in countries where we claim that agriculture is the backbone of our societies, but we do not use technology to produce crops. Africans are dying younger than they were dying 50 years ago. We live in a country where Africans will energetically seek to amend the Statute of Rome while there is war in Mali, while there is war in Mauritania, while there is no peace in Somalia, while there is no rest in Eritrea. Africa is a tragic continent. And I want to submit to you that corruption is the source of all these. For some reason, a reason that I do not understand, Africans still engage in primitive accumulation. Many Africans, particularly those in public service, will never rest until they have homes in different capitals in the world which they'll never live in. They have cars which they'll never drive. They have beds of gold which they never sleep on because they have no sleep anyway. They buy food which they cannot eat because they long lost their appetites. We live in sad times. I had the privilege of serving as the director of the Kenyan Anti-Corruption Commission. But it would appear that I did not understand my brief well. Upon being appointed, I assumed that my mandate was to go out there and fight the corrupt. But the truth was that I was not supposed to fight corruption. I was supposed to appear to be fighting corruption. Immediately, me and my team tried to fight corruption. The parliamentarians, in their wisdom and in my own view, in their lack of wisdom, used the occasion of the amendment of the law to disband the organization and to send myself and my 4 directors out of office. The history of anti-corruption crusaders in Africa is one and the same. Their mortality rate in office is very short. Before I was victimized, before my victimization, Nuhu Ribadu before me had been victimized in Nigeria. Before I was victimized, McCarthy had been victimized in South Africa and his scorpions disbanded. Before I was victimized, my equivalent in Malawi had been victimized. Before I had been victimized, my equivalent in Zambia had been victimized. It would appear that in Africa, if you serve your full term, it is because you have refused to fight corruption. So the question that we must ask here and now, on an occasion such as this, what must Africa do going forward? It gives me great joy that you Ugandans have moved from the drawing table and you have now chosen to go out there to do that which is right and good. You have chosen today, through the commencement of the caravan, to move from the comfort of hotels in Kampala to going to Karamoja land, to going to Gulu, to going to Teso, to going to Hoima, to going to Kasese, to go into Mtukula, to go into all the corners of Uganda, so that the conscience of Ugandans can be reawakened, so that they may realize that corruption is a cancer that must not be allowed to grow. But I want to use this occasion to remind you that it's not going to be easy. The children of darkness, who are the perpetrators of corruption, have one advantage over the children of light. They are well organized. They are prepared to kill. They are prepared to do anything on earth to ensure that their ill-gotten wealth is retained and protected. I always say that those who want to fight corruption must go to the Bible. When they go to the Bible, they must read the book of Matthew or any of the Gospels and read about John the Baptist. When they read about that book, they must remember that John the Baptist was in the habit of telling a king called Herodias not to engage in an adulterous union with his brother's wife. And he said this so often to the irritation of the king. They must remember that during that time there was a dance. They must remember that there was a lady called Salome. And they must remember that after she danced so well, Salome asked for John the Baptist's head. And I want to remind you that that is the way it is for corruption fighters today. You are like John the Baptist telling the latter-day Herodias, you are corrupt, you are corrupt. You must remember that there are Salomes who will be looking for your head. The question is, are you prepared? If you are prepared, then I have nothing to fear, because this country will be liberated. I want you to remember that now that Uganda has discovered oil, the history of oil throughout Africa has been a sad history. If you go to Nigeria, which is the fourth or the fifth leading producer of oil in Africa, the Nigerians do not have a good story to tell. Nigeria is a great country, but it is famous for producing some of the greatest thieves that the world has ever known. You will go to the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is the richest resource country in the world. And the Democratic Republic of Congo is famous of producing some of the biggest thieves that the world has never known. If you did not know, there once lived a Mobutu in the Democratic Republic of Congo. If you had any doubt, go to Angola. With all its oil, it has one of the richest African women in the world, the daughter of the president, Isabel dos Santos. She claims to be a businesswoman, but the last time I checked, she was just a tenderpreneur. And you can go to different African countries. The tragedy of Africa is that Africans are in the business of canonizing thieves and demonizing its saints. The question is, you who are present in this assembly, what is it that we must do? Because corruption is alive and well in our communities. I know in Kenya, and I speak from experience, one day we arrested a cabinet minister for engaging in corruption. On the day that he was arrested, members of parliament from his ethnic group came to my office and said that my only claim to fame was that I was in the business of finishing their tribe. They say he is our thief. He is a thief, but he's ours. You should not arrest him. I have no doubt in Uganda, you may have thieves, but they are claimed by their communities. What are you going to do about it? I know that even here in Uganda, all sectors of the society are not spared. Even the Church of Christ is not spared. Even the mosques are not spared. Even the temples are not spared. So to the clergymen present in this assembly, we have all sinned and fallen short of the glory not only of God, but the expectations of the people of Uganda and indeed Africa. So on an occasion such as this, our duty is to re-energize ourselves. Not so long ago, 2 weeks to be exact, I was at a function of the African Union, and they have now come up with a slogan saying Africa 2063. They are saying that if we'll have lost 50 years, let not this generation lose another 50 years. The question is, are we going to gain Africa by mere pronouncements, or we must change ourselves? We must change our behavioral DNA so that we are no longer attracted to that which is good, bad, and evil. The question is, are we ready? The question is, do we say with our mouth what we do not believe in our hearts? The question is, are we going to wait for outsiders to tell us to do that which we ought to have done? The question is, are we prepared to sacrifice our lives for that which is good and right? The question is, beyond the comfort of Africana, are we going to roll up our sleeves and meet the poor and the desperate and the oppressed in Karamoja? The question is, are we ready? And if we are ready, we must do that which is good and right. A friend of mine once told me that the African is a very strange being, and I agree. When you give an African the vote, which is an instrument of decision making, how does he use the vote? He waits for some thief to give him 50 shillings or so, and then he votes in the direction pointed to him or her by that thief. Then he told me that when an African is given a vote, he is like he's given a blank check to go out into the showroom and buy for himself a Mercedes Benz. When he gets into the showroom, he buys a tuk-tuk. And when he gets home, he wants the tuk-tuk to behave like a Mercedes Benz. That is the tragedy of Africa. When we are given the opportunity to elect good men and women into public office, we elect them on the basis of the size and the depth of their pockets, or on the basis of their ethnic extraction. And when they have occupied public office, then we expect them to behave well. We are asked to elect a committee to determine the fair rules of hunting. Then we elect hyenas, and we expect them to take care of the goats. That is the tragedy of Africa. So we who are assembled here this morning, this is not an idle occasion. This is not an occasion where we come here to dramatize our anger, which will then peter away. This must not be an occasion when we come here to complain about the ills that we have observed. This is not an occasion when we come here to complain about the things that irritate us. This is not an occasion for sorrows and lamentation. This is an occasion where we have come to re-energize ourselves. This is an occasion where we have come to warn ourselves of the dangers of corruption. This is an occasion, fellow Africans, when we must ask ourselves, why is it that all civilization are ahead of us? I'm a practicing Christian, and as I grow old, I become more spiritual. And I read the book of Matthew, and I read the story in Matthew about a rich man, a businessman, whom the Bible records one day he decided to go away. When he was going away, he took 5 talents and gave it to one of his workers. And he took 2 talents and gave to another worker. And the Bible goes on to say to one, he gave only 1 talent. And he says that he went away for a long time and he came back. When he came back, he went to the one to whom he had given 5 talents. And he said, Master, I've worked the 5 talents and I now have 10. And the master said, good work. And to the one that he had given 2 talents, he said, I've worked the 2 talents and they are now 4. And he said, good work. And to the one that he had given 1 talent, he said, I knew you. You are in the business of reaping where you have not sown. And the master said, if you knew I was such a man, why did you not take it to those who are in the business of giving people interest that I may earn my entitlement? And then it finishes, and to those who do not have, even the little that they have, it shall be taken away, and it shall be given to those who have. If you look at Africa today, how is it that our minerals are taken away from us? From the Democratic Republic of Congo, our oil is taken away from us, our agricultural products are taken away from us, and they are given to those who have. If you look at us today, sitting in this assembly, if there was a miracle to say anything that is not produced in Africa disappear, all of us would be naked. Because the clothes that you wear, none of them are made in Uganda. Because the ties that you wear, none of them is made in Uganda. Even the underwear that you wear, none of it is made in Uganda. The question is, are we children of a lesser God? No, we are not. But we have allowed ourselves to be corrupted in our morals and in our ways. Our leaders steal from us and they keep money in Europe and America. They can't keep it in Africa. The question is, for how long shall we allow this to happen? That is why I'm very happy to join with you here today on the occasion of remembering the launch of the Black Monday. Why is Black Monday an important thing? It is an important thing because we must remind ourselves on a daily basis, all the holy books, whether it's the Christian Bible or the Muslim Quran or the Hindu Gita, are unanimous in one thing, that corruption is a bad thing. They are unanimous in recognizing one thing, that if we want to liberate ourselves from the chains of suffering, we must do something about it. In Uganda, I know you don't love Kiswahili, but soon it's going to be the lingua franca of East Africa. We say, mtaka cha uvunguni sharti ya inani. If you want anything under the bed, you must bend. We want a good Uganda that is free of corruption. And I look forward to that day. I look forward to the day when my good friend Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the president of Uganda, shall sit at the hills of Nakasero and say with one accord, corruption, where is thy sting? Corruption, where is thy sting? I look forward to the day when the Prime Minister of Uganda shall move over to Gulu and speaking to the people of Gulu say, corruption, where is thy power? I look forward to the day when the ministers of Uganda, when my friend Jim Muhwezi and others shall sit and stand wherever they need to sit and stand and say, corruption, where is thy sting? I look forward to the day when the members of parliament in Uganda, the director of election, the policemen, the health workers in Mulago, the hotel workers, the border riders shall be able to say with one accord that corruption is a bad thing. And they shall be able to say, like the Catholics say, to ask for forgiveness, saying, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. And those days will come, but they'll only come when you and me do that which is good and right. And I have no doubt that we are doing that which is good and right. As I conclude, because conclude I must, a number of things come to my mind. I remember fondly Mother Teresa of Calcutta. And I remember that lady saying that when you walk into a dark room and you find that there is darkness inside of the room, you don't complain about the darkness. You take a candle and light the candle and ask your neighbor to light a candle. And lo and behold, when all of us have lit the candle, the room will be consumed in light. Today, I have no doubt in my mind that we have come here to light a candle. And there is that candle that was represented by the caravan. It is moving into the length and breadth of Uganda. And before the politicians and the thieves in Uganda realize it, there will be so much light that there will be no place to hide in Uganda. I look forward to the day when the words of the late Chinua Achebe, written in his book Things Fall Apart, are no longer at ease, and a man of the people shall no longer be true, that the African is corrupt through and through. I look forward to the day when Africa shall not be a winner of the equivalent of Olympic medals in the wrong things, such as corruption indices as prepared by Transparency International. I look forward to the day when our government ministers will have smaller stomachs because they are not engaged in anti-corruption activities. I look forward to the day when we Ugandans and East Africans, Kenyans and Tanzanians and Burundians and Rwandese and Southern Sudanese and all of us in East Africa will be known for the right things. But let me tell you, having participated in the fight against corruption, I know a number of things. I know that good laws in and of themselves will not fight corruption. Because if it was just good laws, what is better than the 10 Commandments? But you and me know that we honor the 10 Commandments in breach. So we must have something, we must have a change of heart. The Catholics who are present in this room, who are Benedictine monks, must remember with me something that they say when you become a monk in the Benedictine order. We must have something which in Latin is called conversatio morum. A change of heart, a total change, a DNA transplant, a character transplant, so that our dominant instinct becomes the instinct to do that which is good and right. And I have no doubt that it can be done and that it will be done, because if it is not done, we are done. Ladies and gentlemen, may God bless.
Hello viewers, thanks again for tuning in right here, Uganda Vision UK on Ben TV. And next is a brief interview from one of the contestants of the Miss Uganda UK. So let's listen and see exactly what Miss Gift has to say. Thank you.
We're here with one of the most beautiful ladies who was contesting for Miss Uganda UK 2015, and she's here to tell us how was the experience and also how she did and how she performed and everything. She's here ready to talk to us.
My name is Gift Badaru Nyakuta.
Gift, okay, nice to meet you, Gift.
You too.
So why did you contest for Miss Uganda UK?
The reason why I chose to contest for Miss Uganda UK 2015 is because I want to encourage more women into engineering.
That's great.
Reason being is that a lot of women are discouraged by the negative stereotypes that is going on, discouraging them from doing certain things that they're supposed to do. Like, for example, aerospace engineering, if you go in that industry, it's mostly men. There are not women there.
Uganda, my country, Kampala, the city, the power of Africa. I love Uganda. Uganda is Yange, Kampala, Chechibuga, the power of Africa. Chagala, Uganda, Amaro Logona, Amaro Uganda, the power of Africa. Amaro Uganda.
example, I went through negative stereotype. When I say that, negative stereotype is something a public tells you.
Yeah.
So I was told, when I was with my friends, I was told that, I said to them, I'm going to study aerospace engineering. They said to me, women don't do that. And I was like, no, they do.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I said, I'm going to do it. And I went out there and I proved them really wrong.
Exactly,
and I'm out there doing aerospace engineering at the moment.
That's really good.
So I want to encourage the women out there not to be discouraged by the negative stereotypes that goes through in their lives.
Nice.
If I was to take that, I wouldn't go where I am right now.
Yeah.
So
that's really good. I mean, it's a good experience.
Thank you.
Every woman out there would like to fight and to be successful.
True. Yes.
Yeah, that's really good. As you have heard from Gift, she was so determined and very, very ready. And she was encouraging every woman out there. If you think you are good at something, go out there, show your best, and you'll be successful. Don't listen to anyone who's trying to stop you from doing anything. Everything's doable, but it's doable if you are also a good doer. Thank you so much.
Hello viewers, nga twayongera mu maaso ne program ya Fewa Neno ku Uganda Vision UK. Tuyinawo ebimu bye tubadde tubategekedde educational, like I said, and now let's go to the entertaining part of the program. So basically, my team right here at the Uganda Vision UK have been trying to select a few songs, which I have actually had a small peek to see exactly what's coming next. So here is the music for you all the way from Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. So listen to it, enjoy it, and you know what, don't just sit down and act bored. Please stand up and enjoy it. And I'll be seeing you again right here very soon. Thank you.
Tula wa mwamanyi Oluganda akakyala eyo mugego ne kadaliya buli lwonyuja lyatatu wajja nange omutwe we botaguwummuza mpalamiddwa naye nga bw'ologa atafa kimanyi abateesi bujja kukyanga bakkakanye leka nfumbukula emboozi bambufofopo sitekomerera embeera mmanyi eba y'abanyiikivu kubadde kwejujuba nnyo okubaako bwenti nakufububira nga kaluka mugi ebizibu kubadde kubimba nga walumazi mpozi ne byembawo bibunyanga ekinogezi bakalamulikkiriza nti sitembeka kyabayuguumya bulagu muteekwa kunenenya tera onvume n'ebyoyagala ani akuwakanya nga naye onvuma omanye kandina n'abatabani weero nkuyimbira mu byekyomese toluma eriyasi batambulidde bw'atyo n'azira emmere mugira mukyambe ennoga n'okummira nje okubafuukira akagumba mugenda kunneegoga kiwogolo nyogonya sekitotome omusuubuzi omubbi ebusega wano naye nga bw'omanya aluma essubi kiwugulu yatuuka n'alumamu olulinga mmula luno yamba ku bukoddomi bw'atyo najjatomerwa eddebe ly'obutayanjulwa kwali kuswala nnyo mwiga okwanjulwa nammuge kayimba kakati bannanga okufuna omukazi n'otayanjulwa ekyo kye kimu ku by'obulamu obutagambika ng'okwanya omusanze mu siteseni ey'omubivulu oluusi ne gye guwoomera ng'ojja okulebya kino kujja kikufumbire ebyekiyaaye ng'otandika na kukyesuna kiwugulu nnyugunya sekitontome gwegambye omusuubuzi omubbi ebusega wano ng'ateeka abava mbutale n'asuma loodi bulooka z'ekiro nnyo n'anyagulula naye nga bw'omanyi bayibuli bw'ekirambika omunange ennaku z'omubbi ziba ntonotono taata w'omukyala gw'alina ewaka yagenda n'abazavanira n'obumwanyi bwe olwabutunda taata najjula ennusu kwe kufuna ekirowoozo ekibulayo n'akamotoka alumbye Kampala we bazitundira kumbe n'omuko omubbi ateegera wano tebeemanyi jjukira n'omukoddomi gamba taata w'omukyala gw'alina ewaka akabeeyi ka mmotoka e Kampala wano kazende bamuseeramu era n'alemererwa n'asalawo ddeyo amale okupakasa asobole okwongera ku ssente atera ddagule kumbe n'ekiwugula omuko omujaguzi alina agasajja gamulinnya bugeregere takimanyanga nti gwabazanyage ye taata w'omukyala gw'alina ewaka ekinyusi kya sinema kiriwa wano abadde ayiwayende ku nsabo giwummuze muyiga okwanjulwa okwegema ebifaanananga bino ekasa yeddanjagaliddewo ng'okola obufumbo musooka kyala nameso bingeeyo kiwugulu bwe yamukwasa ku kaleega ka maama muyiga okwanjulwa okwegema ebifaanananga bino ekasa yeddanjagaliddewo ng'okola obufumbo musooka kyala nameso bingeeyo kiwugulu bwe yamukwasa ku kaleega ka maama takisi olwakabuukira ddeeka n'omuko omubbi n'akabuukira takisi zeekatosiiba zipakira akabinda bantu n'amabidde n'otabyawula muzeeyi baamutuuza n'omutabani kiwugulu nnyugunya zaamuwondera baatuuka ssaawa ez'ekiro 2 muzeeyi n'afulumamu n'akavangata n'omuko omubbi azaamuwondera alemeddeko ayagala empiya lazima muzeeyi bw'atuuka n'asaba emmere kumbe n'omuko omubbi ava emabega we n'asikayo pisito n'obukambwe bwe bonna n'ababoggolera nti molaleke n'asamba nazaala wattulengera n'akaleega ke yali alimu n'akayuzaayuza n'aboggolera muzeeyi nti jjayo ensawo omuli ssente oba oyagala owone essasi mu kutya okungi n'okutintima wano muzeeyi olwalaba pisito n'ajjayo ensawo laba omuko omubbi n'omunyago gwe yayita mbitooketooke roodi n'asegulira katonda w'abakujje n'abalangwa bw'emage mbolo ye yeekoleranga gayanja wewembole kiwugulu abayuza n'akavangata enduulu okuva jabye bwatu nemuwondera okwagala okwekukuma okubawona kwekumagamaga akayumba kali mabbali n'akayingira nga bw'abazaabaza kumbe kabuyonjo yeewaka eyali yawummula n'agwamu engeri yali eyebyeyebye ow'ekitiibwa najjula abatuuze bamuli nazanyisanga kyekango nakiwalazimu lwagwamu yapekera nduulu n'okwoloma badduukirira akabbiro ono mwali mubbita manyina wa mukyala we yamumusendera ye yakawaŋŋamula nti temukuba bannango yeye mukoba wooli baabalidiya yasambye maama n'okumusuna ng'olw'eddumu n'ekiwugulu kizibu byawula wabula sozaakuba mukoddo mijjajja zekyempisa ensobi y'obutayanjulwa ensonyi zaatubuutikira abantu bakuli nenazaala kyamubuukako neyeesekerera ensawo y'akamoome bwe yanaazibwa sezaala n'addamu n'agyebagalira kiwugulu yalekebwawo teyakubibwa naye ng'abolooga nnyo olw'okumenyeka yakufuna wakadde nje mbabuulire omukongazeeyo emaka gende gye byakoma bwotwala kaguddeyo saba nga siibule baganira aseyekuuka emisana nzizeeyo ekiryanga wabula sozaakuba mukoddo mijjajja agundegunde nnyo nnyo kisiikirize kyakatonda muyiga okwanjulwa okwegema ebifaanananga bino ekasa yeddanjagaliddewo ng'okola obufumbo musooka kyala nabeso bingeeyo kiwugulu bwe yamukwasa ku kaleega ka maama muyiga okwanjulwa okwegema ebifaanananga bino ekasa yeddanjagaliddewo ng'okola obufumbo musooka kyala nabeso bingeeyo kiwugulu bwe yamukwasa ku kaleega ka maama
ne baleeta abazzi b'emisango nga babalanga okulumirirwa ensi nga tebayise mu mateeka baabasanga balina ebipande ebivumirira okulya enguzi ne babaggulako emisango mbu tebawagira gavumenti omulamuzi n'abalagira okwewozaako nga tannaba kuteemula ne batandika okulambika ensonga zaabwe mulamuzi tuwalana nguzi naye tetuwalana gavumenti abatusiba bawagira nguzi naye tebawagira gavumenti tuwalana nguzi naye tetuwalana gavumenti abatusiba bawagira nguzi naye tebawagira gavumenti bajja okusiba ku byendu baleke wamubyeko ebintu olwo bamugguleko n'omusango bw'aleekaanya asasamaza bakola amateeka mu bukambwe bagataddemu okuwaayiriza bandiddira abanja omusaala ne bamuteekako ogw'obutujju tuwalana nguzi naye tetuwalana gavumenti abatusiba bawagira nguzi naye tebawagira gavumenti bwe mulamuzi tuwalana nguzi naye tetuwalana gavumenti abatusiba bawagira nguzi naye tebawagira gavumenti omuli w'enguzi akaaya kusiba amatu g'embuzi okuliisa engo omusonga muntu wuli ng'agamba towagira gavumenti kati awo obuzibu bwekwawulawo ani mulwaniriza ani mutujju mulamuzi bw'otukolera ekyo tuba tugenze mu nkulaakulana zigasaako batono ate bwe zituuka muzisasula tusasulire wamu nga kirindi mutongeze emiwendo gy'ebintu abazungu batubanja kyokka nga baabazirya okusasula tekubakwatako tuwalana nguzi naye tetuwalana gavumenti abatusiba bawagira nguzi naye tebawagira gavumenti omulamuzi tuwalana nguzi naye tetuwalana gavumenti abantu bafiirwa ebintu byabwe n'eripooti ne zitafuluma abatusiba bawagira nguzi naye tebawagira gavumenti baloopa n'emisango naye fayiro ne zibula abatusiba bawagira nguzi naye tebawagira gavumenti mulamuzi tufune bulungi abakuloopera bakulimba abatusiba bawagira nguzi naye tebawagira gavumenti mulamuzi emisolo girinnya mu malwaliro temuli ddagala abatusiba bawagira nguzi naye tebawagira gavumenti enguudo ze bakola teziwangaala bayimbi naye tebavunaanibwa abatusiba bawagira nguzi naye tebawagira gavumenti abakyala bafa nnyo nga bazaala bw'abasawo omusaala mutono abatusiba bawagira nguzi naye tebawagira gavumenti mulamuzi tufune bulungi abakuloopera bakulimba abatusiba bawagira nguzi naye tebawagira gavumenti
to God bend over style rolling
Kukwano kozese kufosi oyatayagala kupambana omugamba fosi Kukwano kozese kufosi oyatayagala kufunga n'omugamba
wano mu Kampala ebintu byakyuse buliddemu gw'okwana ayogera naluddi kyakuko
kukwano kozese kufosi oyatayagala kupambana omugamba
ewaffe Kampala ebintu byakyuse buliddemu gw'okwana ayogera naluddi kyakuko
kukwano kozese kufosi oyatayagala kufunga n'omugamba
kupambana ewaffe Kampala waliwo n'ogwekwana biteekamu olutoro
otacha omutima shali bojo naiwe nobiha omusajja tayanga
sibitogedde fuba kupambana mbeera ya site nze njogera naluddi kyapukumpu sikanyeyo n'ototo wa sudiyu kati nonfungana ayogera naluddi kya
agamujiko
pukumpu
nei hacha
kale sitidde nze nyongera kupambana kati nosonga ono munyarwanda
ufite hichapa ufite himodoha ufite mafaranga ngaho tugenda
ono muwala wa Kagama ayagala amafaranga
nzaguha ibyo ari byo byose
wano mu Kampala ebintu byakyuse buliddemu gw'okwana ayogera naluddi kyakuko
kukwano kozese kufosi oyatayagala kupambana omugamba
ewaffe Kampala ebintu byakyuse buliddemu gw'okwana ayogera naluddi kyakuko
kukwano kozese kufosi oyatayagala kufunga n'omugamba fosi konka mwana wembire nizo kukunda bitu muzeyi nazo kuntere minyafu
Natasha Gambachi
okugorya omuyaye
ebintu byatabuse kale sitijeze nyongera kutapira State House njiyingide Sava mutite tankere nkoni Sonze nze numbye na mukonjo Labano we numba na lo sexo Gambachi
amera ule bundwe nerihere neryonga kuha ebyaye byose
Olono ludicha numba Sichikanyono wa makude Omana wo muchiga Labano we mutapira konko Gambachi
yamawe haza mwana ebyawe tindabibasa
Chalinze zipowa yadenga byatabuse wano mu Kampala ebintu byakyuse bulide mu gokwana yogera na ludicha
keza kugokwana okozese ku force oyatayagala kupambana omugamba
ewafe Kampala ebintu byakyuse bulide mu gokwana yogera na ludicha
keza kugokwana okozese ku force oyatayagala kufunga n'omugamba
force wala isipowa tinda naye ate bizibu nate numba nsisikanyono wakabira omwana w'amafiga simanya wembale naye ate kiddemu kale nze n'ennumba sirina kupowa mulembe bayaya
gubayaya nakusibye bakusetera
sitole zatabuse zekamasake tukeko wana ebusoga abaana b'ejinda batyabula foto sawa yakufungana nze natera okupowa kateme kulwa kitonenda
ayi munayiwe nze toyita kuntyanka tiriga sembo ntyalonda natwala
nakitegete balina emputu kangende ku muteeso osanga nanjuna
alayi imamete eisiginyi imaminyami
wano mu Kampala ebintu byakyuse bulide mu gokwana yogera na ludicha
keza kugokwana okozese ku force oyatayagala kupambana omugamba
ewafe Kampala ebintu byakyuse bulide mu gokwana yogera na ludicha
keza kugokwana okozese ku force oyatayagala kufunga n'omugamba fasi keza kugokwana okozese ku force oyatayagala kupambana omugamba fasi
Yes, viewers, it's very sad that we've actually come to the end of our program. The Uganda Vision UK right here on Ben TV channel 182, which is viewed every Monday at 10:30 in the night or at 12:30 Sunday. So it's been such a pleasure being with you at this watch hour. Very sad that I've actually got to go. But as you know, we love you so much and we definitely will be seeing you next time. Tune in and obviously we'll have a lot for you, educational and both entertainment, and we'll be seeing you again right here on Uganda Vision. I'm Charlot Kuzera and I have been your presenter, so I will see you again next week. Thank you. Take care.
Health Food Center here at 10 Warren Street. The business has been established for over 25 years. Here at the Health Food Center, we do a wide range of health and nutritional supplements. Also specific herbal remedies for high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, infertility, enlarged prostate, memory loss, erectile dysfunction. You can buy this product from the Health Food Center here at 10 Warren Street by coming to the store, or you can order online and we'll be more than happy to send you this product. So please do pay us a visit here at the center, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed as we have many products for whatever your health needs.